So you're like, I'm done with IELTS, right? You've watched all the grammar and vocabulary videos. You've done tons of practice tests, but something's still missing. And you're like, what is this? You have no idea what it means, right? But there's one word that stands out. Government. And then you read it again and you're like, I still don't understand. From spotting keywords to scanning smarter and answering faster, these strategies can help you improve your reading score without becoming an expert. Remember, practice makes perfect. So keep practicing with these tips in mind and watch your score improve. Good luck. Hope you liked the video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. See you next time. So you look at the question stem and you're like, what is a question stem? And you find this website that tells you that a question stem is the part of the question that asks you to do something. And then you look back at the question and you're like, oh, I know what it's asking me now. You just saved yourself a lot of time by understanding the question. And you're like, I know what government means. So you underline that word and you read the word before it, austerity, and the word after it, policies. And you're like, wait a minute, austerity policies, government. Bam, you just figured out the meaning of a tough keyword. Now let's try this with a tougher word. Okay, so this word constitution must be important because it has these little lines above it. And you're like, what does constitution mean? You underline it and you read the words around it. Framework, principles. Bam, you just figured out the meaning of another tough keyword. You're just not getting the reading score you need to pass your exam. Don't worry, because in just 3 minutes, I'm going to show you 3 game-changing tips that help me go from this to this. Yes. I went from scoring 6 to scoring 9 without studying more or getting any more knowledgeable. Let's get started. Tip no. 1. Struggling with tough keywords. So you're reading the passage. Tip no. 2. Scanning instead of reading. So you're reading the passage and you see a question like this. Where does the author mention the importance of non-native speakers? You're like, okay, I need to find the answer to this question. So you start reading the whole passage and you're like, this is so boring. And then you realize that you've read the whole passage and you still haven't found the answer. Now let's go back and try this again. Where does the author mention the importance of non-native speakers? You start reading the first paragraph and you realize, wait a minute, they're talking about native speakers here. So you underline native speakers and you keep reading until you find the word non-native. You're like, here we go. You just saved yourself a lot of time by scanning instead of reading. Tip no. 3. Not understanding the question. So you're looking at the question and you're like, what is this question asking? So there you have it, 3 game-changing tips to help you tackle tough IELTS reading passages.